So, Jamie, a bit of a frustrating 0-0 here against Wroxham. What were your thoughts about the game today?
I suppose the results okay. I think 0-0, especially with the run we've been on to back up another clean sheet and get another point after Saturday's result that's pleasing. I think the performance was below par compared to Saturday. I think we had a lack of energy in the first half. Didn't work as hard as we did at the weekend. So yeah, it was a bit disappointing. Second half, I thought we were better, worked a lot harder, put them under a bit more pressure, created a few more sort of small opportunities. But overall, I think how the game was and how we played, I think 0-0 is probably quite fair. But yeah, I think to the levels that we want to get to, that's not. So it's disappointing in that respect. But I think whenever you've sort of kept 2 clean sheets on the bounce and got 4 points, considering what we've done previous, you have to sort of be happy with that.
Yeah, we felt it could have gone either way, really. It was both sides could have won it, and there wasn't the killer instinct in front of goal, really. That was probably what was missing from both teams.
Yeah, I think so, from both. There was like half chances here and there. Obviously, both teams hit the bar, but there wasn't like loads of clear-cut chances. I think we're still in an early phase of creating a lot more than what we have done. We're working on it a lot. I think with different personnel, the same sort of thing. I haven't picked the same 11 twice. Saturday's a good result. We wanted to pick up an Alfie, so we've had to switch sort of players around, play in different positions. So it's disappointing that you win and you think, brilliant, we can roll the same 11 out and go again. And 2 players have picked knocks up on Saturday, so you can't select them. So that's sort of is frustrating for a manager, because when you suddenly find a team that's done well, you want to try and go with that again, and we haven't been able to. It's frustrating that we don't have our sort of my best 16, 17 to choose from. There's always someone out, or 2 out, or 3 out, and we're sort of trying to then pick the best 11 that you feel can do a job, and moving players around isn't always great. And yeah, we've lost a lot of our creativity as well in Samurai and Smudger.
So only one sub today, lacking a few options on the bench, or was it?
Yeah,
happy with what you were seeing on the pitch?
Not really, but yeah, it's just the options. We've got 2 kids on the bench who haven't played loads. Philip hasn't played any sort of first team minutes. Kais has come on and he's looked good. So you're always in that dilemma because it's 0-0. You're sort of like, well, if we change it and we lose, and if you change it and win, so you're sort of stuck a bit, and then you sort of look and go, okay, well, how we've played, if you can see out a 0-0, it's not bad. If we were to change something and it didn't work, you'd be kicking yourself. I'm confident they can do well for us because that's why they're involved. But at the same time, in the position we're in, a point and a clean sheet is quite vital. Just to nick those points and keep clean sheets. So you're sort of stuck as a manager going, maybe it's best to stick with it. So yeah, I get people will be like, oh, bring someone on and whatever else, but I think when you look at the bench, we've got 2 of the kids who've already played. We've got King, who's another young lad, Ames, who's not played for us yet, who's a defender, and you sort of go, there's no point. And Michael was the only one who we just felt might give us a little bit more energy on that, and hopefully we have a few of them sort of boys back for next Saturday.
Yeah, do you think it's realistic they'll be back for Saturday, or is it a couple of weeks away? Or?
Maybe 2 or 3, maybe 2 might not be, maybe they'll be the week after. So yeah, we're sort of looking at a 2-week sort of spell. Hopefully we get 2 of them back in the first week and the rest back in the second week. That's sort of the plan, and I think even if you added 2 back, suddenly then the bench becomes stronger, the starting 11 becomes stronger. So yeah, hopefully before Saturday's game we'll see how people train on Tuesday and Thursday, and touch when we get a couple of them back at least.
Yeah, and you weren't tempted to name yourself on the bench today?
Nah, it's a funny one. Like, I'd probably look and think, why not? But I suppose I always look within first and see what we've got. And yeah, maybe sometimes I should be a bit more selfish and think, well, maybe I could do a better job. I don't know, but I always tend to look within first before I even think about myself. And yeah, if we keep having this many players out, then obviously I'll have to look at some point, because I suppose for me, I have to pick a squad that I feel is capable of winning a game, and if I feel I'm involved in that 16, then it would be silly of me not to pick myself if I feel that would help. But at the same time, I have to be aware of the kids we have as well, and you know, their futures and their development. So it's a tricky one, definitely.
Yeah. Well, hard luck today and on to Saturday. Hopefully we can get back to winning ways.
Yes, hopefully.
Thanks very much.
Cheers.
Cheers.